failure. I'm Evan Haining. Senator Lindsey Graham today declared a 2016 run for the White House.
I want to be president to defeat the enemies that are trying to kill us. Not just penalize them or criticize them or contain them, but defeat them.
The 59-year-old Graham made his announcement in Center, South Carolina. He's the 9th Republican to run for the nomination. Authority to collect bulk phone records has now expired. The Senate is expected to agree on some kind of extension of NSA surveillance powers this week. Aviation correspondent Renee Marsh says a new Homeland Security investigation finds TSA agents aren't defending the country very well.
The TSA failed a series of undercover tests to detect weapons and mock explosives at U.S. airports. Now, this is all according to a government official who has seen this DHS Inspector General report.
The Dow is 86 points higher right now. I'm Evan Haining.
We are the Breakfast Defectors. We are reaching out to anyone trapped in their AM routine. We'll be at Taco Bell every morning starting at 7 a.m. You don't have to eat the same circle sandwiches over and over. Same is lame. You have options, delicious ones, like the Biscuit Taco, AM Crunch Wrap, Grande Scrambler, Mountain Dew Kickstart, Cinnabon Delights, or Hot and Iced Coffee. Stop clowning around. Join us. Defect to the next generation of breakfast at Taco Bell. Wake up, live Moss at participating locations.
How fast are new Allegra gel caps?
I didn't know you got a cat fast.
How strong are new Allegra gel caps?
10 more lawns to go strong.
Non-drowsy Allegra gives you noticeable relief of your toughest allergy symptoms in just 1 hour, 2 times faster than Claritin, and stays strong for 24 hours. New Allegra gel caps. Nothing's faster, nothing's stronger. Among OTC oral antihistamines, refers to first dose only. Starts working in 1 hour. Use only as directed. Visit Allegra.com.
San Bernardino, Loma Linda, Rialto listens to KCAA Radio.
And good afternoon. It's 12:02. I'm Di Rice with the latest in live local news here on KCAA 1050 AM. Overheated brakes or a blown tire are suspected of igniting flames that burned a bus along a highway near the eastern edge of Redlands. The blaze was reported at 9:27 yesterday morning along Highway 38, about a mile west of Bryant Street. The fire was confined to the cargo bays underneath the passengers, and it originated in the rear tie area on the driver's side. About 35 teenagers were aboard the bus, which was returning them to Los Angeles from a camp in the San Bernardino Mountains. The fire shut down the highway in both directions for about 45 minutes. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. Congressman Mark Takano of Riverside spoke at a student loan clinic on Saturday. Takano's office organized the event at Riverside City College. The clinic was primarily aimed at former students of Everest College. Everest College closed all 11 of its California campuses in April. 3 of those campuses were in the Inland Empire, 2 in Ontario, and 1 in San Bernardino. Students, some of whom were on the verge of completing months-long or years-long programs, were left hanging. Takano made it clear that he has little love for nonprofit colleges. Saturday's clinic was designed to provide students with information on what parts of their student loans they would be responsible for repaying and what portions might qualify to be discharged. Corinthian Colleges, who owned Everest College, has been under investigation by federal regulators for misleading students, using questionable loan practices, and falsifying its job placement statistics. And an off-duty LA County probation officer shot an Ontario man who officials say was attempting to carjack him at knife point at an Ontario store parking lot Friday night. Adrian Leatherman, 26, reportedly drew a knife on the officer and his wife, demanding a ride. The officer drew his gun but did not use it until Leatherman became uncooperative, according to reports. Leatherman was hit in the arm and upper torso with a single bullet. He was transported to Colton Hospital, where he underwent surgery. He has since been released from the hospital and is now in police custody. Inland Empire weather, sunny and warm both today and tomorrow, highs into the low 80s. Overnights, lows right around 50 degrees, so still kind of warm. Right now we are at 79 here in San Bernardino. Looking at your drive, You do have some good news. The accident has cleared in Devore on the 15 northbound approaching Glen Helen Parkway. That was an injury crash, but expect a little bit of delay in the area still. And the aftermath of what was on the 15 southbound just past Harupa going through Ontario, that is cleared up as well. Other than that, you've got stop and go on the 10 eastbound between Haven and Etiwanda through Ontario and through Miraloma. You've got some stop and go traffic on the 15 northbound between Limonite and Harupa Street. That is the very latest with news, weather, and traffic on the station that leaves no listener behind. KCAA 1050 AM.
Miss one of your favorite shows? Don't worry, we've got your radio DVR right here on KCAAradio.com. Log on and listen to any show you want, anytime you want, on KCAA 1050 AM.
Hey everybody, it's Dr. Ruth. Just want you to know, you can now see pictures, listen to audios, and see videos of KCAA 1050 AM on Instagram.
My lover's got humor. She's the giggle at a funeral. Knows everybody's disapproval. I should have worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece.
Celebrate the success.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
This is your show, America.
If I knew at 22 what I know now, our life would be better off.
It's the show that's changing the world. Now you don't just listen to the show, you live it. Debt is dumb, cash is king, and the paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. I'm Dave Ramsey, your host. This is your show, America. Thank you for joining us. Open phones this hour as we talk about your life and your money. The phone number is 888-825-5225. 888-825-5225. Kelly is with us in Canada. Hi, Kelly. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for taking my call. I'm a bit of a Dave Ramsey groupie. I have everything that you sell. So
I'm
thank
honored
you for what you do for families.
Thank you.
So my question today is, I've had it, and I've had it for a few years. However, how do you get your husband on board? How do you know if your husband is on board enough to say he's had it to the same extent?
Well, different personalities manifest this process of getting control of their money different ways. People that are wired more like you and me, we're all in. We jump in the pool. Even if it's cold, we'd rather just get used to it. Your husband's more of a wade in the pool kind of guy. Get used to the water a little bit at a time. He's a little more processed, a little bit more detailed, a little slower to adopt. Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess that would be correct.
In general, about anything. And so he's just a little more calm, a little more careful than you and me. And so that's if he's buying in at all. He's never going to look and sound like you are. That's why you married him. If two people just like get married, one of you's unnecessary. So, we always have to do opposites attract. One guy I heard the other day said opposites first attract, then they attack. But that's how it starts. But it is the thing we do. So the thing about it is that you need to ask him to give you signals of participation that he agrees with this philosophy that you're adopting and that we're moving forward. And if not, then we need to talk about it.
So he said that he's on board. Now that I say that I'm on the phone with you, he says he wants to do a budget and he wants to open a joint account. But I couldn't get him to say that before. So.
Okay. Well, just the threat of Dave. No, I'm kidding.
That's right.
It's not that at all. Now, what happens is this guy he's not a chatty Cathy. He's not a yacker. And so he's not real verbal. And so, he's thinking this, and he's actually thinking it in his mind more than you're giving him credit for, because he's not done it, A, and B, he's not communicated it. I don't think he's that far off of where you are. I think what you need to do is just communicate to him and say, honey, I've got to see action steps because that's how I'm wired, and it's helpful to me if you will go with me and let's get these accounts fixed. When I do the budget, if you promise to turn off the TV and sit down with me and look at it, that's how I know you're involved. I have to see action to see you're involved, because when the action's all in your head, I can't see it, honey. And this is you talking to him. And he's a good guy. You just need to tell him how to communicate with his wife, because he doesn't naturally know that. Which is all men, by the way.
Well, right now we're in the midst of a crisis. Last week he went on short-term disability, so we have no income now. So we've gone from $150,000 to zero income except for a bit of rental income.
And you have no, you have no money?
Added a whole other dimension.
And you don't have any money?
No, we have some rental properties, and so we're in
cash?
a crisis right now because he doesn't have
Do you have any
disability
cash?
from work. I have cash from my mom's inheritance, but because of his evasiveness and so on, I haven't put that into the mix.
Okay, so we're not in a crisis, financial crisis. We're in a relationship crisis.
Yes.
If we solve that, the financial crisis would go away instantaneously.
Mm-hmm. So he says he's willing to do the budget, but he doesn't think the counseling.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think he needs the counseling. So he's wrong. And you think he needs it too, which also says he's wrong. By the way, counseling is not what you do right before divorce. Counseling is what you do to keep from getting to divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And some guys think that counseling means they failed. All it means is, look at it this way, it's husband training. It's a good way to learn to talk to your wife. I went because it taught me how to talk. You kept me from getting killed. I mean, she was going to kill me. And so it taught me how to talk to my wife. And so, yeah, after all the hell we went through, losing everything, man, I tell you, man, we had more broken places in our relationship than we did not. And we had some patching up to do. And it wasn't something you could just sit on the deck and talk through. It needed more than that. And it was good for us. It was like going to college. And I got a degree in marriage counseling. That's the way it felt. And there was nothing wrong with that. It's that way I'm still married. Hello. And I love my wife, and she loves me. So life is good. But you got to work at this stuff. It's not like, you know, when you got married, they didn't hand you a manual that says, here's how you're married, and here's how you handle kids, and here's how you handle financing. They should have, but they didn't hand us a manual. What did we do? First thing we did is we went and messed all of them up. We messed up the money, we messed up the relationship, and then first kid gets messed up. Time you get to the third one, they'll make it. But you mess up the first one severely. Sorry, Denise. Not really. And if you're an only child, Blake, you're just completely, it's over. They don't get a second chance. Blake Thompson sitting in the producer chair today. Hey, all kidding aside, you have to learn some things that you didn't know to be better at anything in life. And so sitting down with a marriage counselor where we've had words like evasive, and we haven't combined mom's finances because there's not trust, mom's estate into our finances because there's not trust, all of those things indicate you do need to sit down and talk to somebody. All joking and sarcasm aside, which is hard for me, but that's the real thing. And when you learn to work together on your money, when you combine your money, what you're really doing is you're really agreeing on your dreams. You're agreeing on your fears. You're agreeing on your schedule. All of those things are dictated by the flow out of your wallet. Jesus said your treasure's where your heart is. When you agree on where we're going to have Thanksgiving dinner, and you agree on where we're going to vacation next summer, and you agree on savings goals, and you agree on get out of debt goals, and you agree, and you use a budget to do all that agreement, you will find a level of oneness, a level of unity in your marriage, folks, that you will get no other way. The budget. As a matter of fact, most marriage counselors use budgeting as a tool to teach couples to communicate with each other. Because budgeting actually, both male and female can speak budget. Male speaks it, through one side of the brain, female through another side of the brain, or however that works, whatever it is. But guys understand budgeting. But if you tell us we need to communicate better, we look at you like you got one eye in the center of your head. Communicate better? What are you talking about? I communicate all the time. Like, I did twice last year. I mean, what are you talking about? How much communication do you want? It's weird. 97% of the women surveyed in one survey said they'd like more communication out of their husband. Translation, men, you will never do it enough. We will never communicate enough, ever. It will never happen. There's almost never been a woman said, I wish my husband would communicate less. That has almost never happened in the history of mankind. So you just know you can cheat that way, and you're at least heading the right direction, guys. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.
This is KCAA.
Are you particular about the vitamins and supplements you take? Have you found that the big chain stores simply don't have what you need? Then you should know about the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills. You'll find rock-bottom prices on gourmet, top-quality vitamins and mineral supplements at the Vitamin Center. Get 30% off on all supplements and homeopathic products. All, not just selected merchandise. In addition, you'll find 30% off on all cosmetics, soaps, shampoos, toothpaste, makeup, hair coloring, and lip gloss. And all tea products are discounted 20%. Why go anywhere else? See for yourself at the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills, 5007 Canaan Road in Agora Hills. Or check out the savings and place your order online, VitaminCenterAgoraHills.com. Start saving by getting what you need from the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills. And tell a friend that the Vitamin Center ships nationwide. Call 818-707-0005. That's 818-707-0005. The Vitamin Center of Agora Hills.
It's time for some delicious food at Pizza Dilly. Pizza Dilly Pizza in Colton, home of the famous 2-foot pizza with 32 slices of simply the best delicious Pizza Dilly mouth-watering pizza. Pizza Dilly has all kinds of lunch specials Monday through Friday, starting at $3.99, all delicious. Stop by, refresh, refuel, have a cold drink, enjoy a tasty salad or a great specialty Dillylicious sub sandwich, or simply Dilly-lightful Pizza Dilly wings. Pizza Dilly is also People Dilly because your friends are all already there enjoying one of Pizza Dilly's giant screens, watching one of their favorite teams, and if you love the Dodgers, you'll love Pizza Dilly, your hometown Dodger station, all year round. Come on in, enjoy a great pizza, enjoy Pizza Dilly, the real Dilly deal at 194 East Valley Boulevard in Colton, or call 909-370-0242. Once again, that's 909-370-0242.
As the markets continue higher and experts continue to call for a correction, how should you invest? Do you buy now, hoping for higher highs, or wait for a pullback and hope it's not the beginning of a major correction? Do you sell now before the markets correct, or hold on for even bigger gains? Hello, I'm Mo Ansari, host of Market Wrap and president of Compact Asset Management. At Compact, we believe proactive management is the key to successful investing. We start by developing an investment portfolio that fits your needs and risk tolerance. Then we continue to analyze the markets and your portfolio, making adjustments as market conditions and your lifestyle change. If you're fearful about your investments or unsure which way to turn, call me, Mo Ansari, at 1-800-388-9700, and let's work together to get the most out of these markets, no matter where they're headed. Call 1-800-388-9700, 1-800-388-9700.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor, funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
Listen to KCAA Loma Linda for less confrontation and more information.
You're well. Every dollar $30,000 giveaway is coming to an end today. Throughout the month of May, we've been giving away tons of cash to celebrate Every Dollar, the budgeting tool, exceeding 300,000 users. In a matter of moments, it will pass 400,000 during this month. It's gone up another 100,000 people using the Every Dollar budgeting tool. And since it's the first of the month, it's a good time to use the Every Dollar budgeting tool. By the way, it's free. And so it's already time for our fifth and our final on-air giveaway. And I guess this is the biggest gift we've given. The largest amount so far in a single check. The largest single check? Is that right? No, it's not? Okay, it's one of the largest. We're giving away, out of the $30,000, today we're giving away $5,000. And Crystal in Denver, Colorado is the winner of $5,000. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Dave.
You just won $5,000!
That's crazy. Oh, my God. Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. How fun is that?
That is super fun.
So, how many times have you entered?
Oh, I tried to do it every day. I don't think I got every day, but I tried.
It worked pretty good for you. That's pretty good. That's pretty good pay. Once a day for 30 days is $5,000. That worked out pretty good.
Awesome.
Very fun. So, how long have you been listening to this show?
Probably about the last 3 years or so.
Okay. Wow. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. What will you guys be using the $5,000 for?
Well, we just finished baby step 2 in March after my daughter was born.
Ah.
So now we're on baby step 3, so we're going to use it for our emergency fund.
Love it. So write down the baby steps. Perfect. So how many kids have you got?
We have 2.
Oh, fun. What do you guys do for a living?
I am a social worker, and I actually work from home, so I stay home with the kids, and I do my social work, and my husband is a general contractor.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Very cool. Well, congratulations, Crystal. $5,000 richer.
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
And well, thank you, darling. We appreciate you listening out there a whole bunch. Hang on the line. We'll have Kelly pick up and triple check and make sure we've got all your connective points. I know we do, but $5,000, we want to make sure we get it to you. We don't lose anybody in this process. Man, every dollar is exploding. And that giveaway, of course, got a lot of attention for it as well. But over almost 100,000 people joined this month, the month of May, that is. And here you are at June 1st. Now, you remember that old, drug thing? It was about talking to your teenagers about kids or something. And it was, it was probably 20 years ago. Or maybe more, maybe 30 years ago. My brain gets locked up on this stuff. But there was commercials they ran on the television. They said, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? It's 9 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? They ran those commercials. Anybody remember that but me? Blake, do you remember that? Are you old enough to remember that? You know, that's why I always think about the first of the month. It's June 1st. Do you know where your money is? It's June 1st. Have you told your money what to do? It's the first of the month. Do you know where your money is? It's the first of the month. Do you have a plan for your money? If you don't give your money direction, it will leave. If you don't tell it what to do, it will misbehave. Money is like a lot of other things in life. It has to have a firm hand in order to get the best possible uses out of it. And so at the first of the month, before the first of the month, today's the day, it's the first of the month, you should always write down on paper, on purpose, every dollar of your income for this coming month should have an assignment, should have a mission, should have a name. Every dollar needs to be assigned before the month begins. That's where we came up with the name for our budgeting tool. Our online budgeting tool, which we think is the world's best online budgeting tool, is called Every Dollar. And you can go to everydollar.com and you start using it right now. It takes about 10 minutes to get it loaded. It's really easy to do, and it's free. F-R-E-E, free. And the app for your iPhone is free. It's free. That's pretty cool. See, it took away all the excuses of you doing a dadgum budget. Listen, high correlation between people that win with money and people that tell their money what to do instead of wondering where it went. Everydollar.com. If you want to connect up to your bank and download your charges, they charge us for that service, so we charge you. But if you want to use it without that, the thing is free. It's completely free. Who does that? 400,000 users. Well, it will be shortly. It's 390-something right now. It's pretty incredible. And it just launched. I mean, we just launched the thing like, what, April? So, my goodness, guys, what do you mean? This is incredible. Everydollar.com, baby. It's time to do it. Time to do it. Time to do it. When are you going to start? It's time for you to do it. Mike's on the line. Mike's in Oklahoma City. Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Better than I deserve, sir. What's up?
Well, I'm a listener of your show for about 3 weeks now, and I find myself every day consumed with thoughts on, getting out of debt. So I applaud you for your motivation to me and others.
Thank you, sir.
All the time I hear about you saying budgeting, and you've had that I've had it moment, and getting on beans and rice and beans. I'm a family of 4. What's a realistic budget for groceries each month?
What's your household income?
Household income net is about $62,000.
Okay. Well, the first thing I tell people to do is to divide your food budget into 2 different sections or categories when you're first starting, and that is restaurants and groceries. You should separate the 2 because you'll go out to eat and eat your grocery money if you don't. You have to keep them separate and say we have this much allocated for restaurants and this much allocated for groceries, whatever that is. Now, restaurants is about 90% throwaway money because you can cook at home for about 20% of what you spend at a restaurant. Most of what you pay for at a restaurant is the service of someone else cooking it, buying it, cleaning it up, all that kind of stuff. Entertainment, whatever it is you're getting out of that. But the actual food cost itself, very small percentage of the actual event. So you want to separate those 2 things and have them out that way. Then I would just say, let's go 90 days of trial and error. Let's try it. Whatever we think it is for groceries, and just talk to your wife about what she thinks she needs to spend for groceries at the grocery store, not counting restaurants, and talk it through. And whatever she says, raise it up a little, because it's probably more than she thinks it is, more than you think it is. I'll give you a guess. I'd probably start $750 a month.
Okay, that's where we're about at right now. We spend about $650 to $700 right now.
Already?
Yeah.
You're already doing a budget?
Well, somewhat of a budget. Yeah, I can't say that I've.
Are you sticking to that? Are you sure there's no other money leaking into food?
No, we're not sticking to it 100%,
okay.
Not at all.
Yeah, and does that include anything for restaurants at all?
That it actually includes us, going to the grocery store, and it doesn't include going to the restaurant, so it's going to be higher with that included.
Yeah. I would separate the 2, and I'd say your grocery store is probably $750 if you're just starting out. Now, if month in and month out it always comes in at $650 and I'm wrong, well then adjust it down. I don't care what you spend. There's no set thing that says you're a bad father if you don't set a certain amount. I mean, it's not that kind of a thing. It's just what works for your family. How much couponing are we doing? How much cooking from scratch are we doing? How much organic stuff are we buying? All those, gluten-free or whatever else, health stuff, all that stuff runs your costs way up. And so you just have to be real careful with all that and adjust it. What you want it to be more than anything is real. It needs to be what it really is, so we really stick to it. And it shouldn't be $1,200. That'd be real high. So right. I'd start maybe $750. It sounds like you can probably do it based on that, especially if you think $650 with a little bit of leakage would work there. I'd probably start with that and start with the envelope system where you start with $750 going in cash into an envelope for food. Don't buy food anywhere. Don't buy any kind of groceries without buying them out of that envelope. And don't buy anything out of that food envelope except food. That's it. So get it all trapped down and locked down. Hold on, I'm going to send you a copy of the Total Money Makeover book to get you started. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.
This is Kcaa.
California headline news: a car crash at LAX has seriously injured a little 9-year-old girl.
The driver hit a 9-year-old girl. She's still in critical condition, but he missed a whole lot of other people, so authorities are saying this could have been a whole lot worse.
Correspondent Ryan Owen says investigators believe the 67-year-old driver was not impaired and mistook the brake for the gas. A bill going to the state Senate could save the lives of some people waiting for FDA approval for experimental drugs. Assemblyman Ian Calderon says his right to try bill would let people bypass regulations because approval for experimental drugs can take months under the state's compassionate use law, and that's just too long.
If you're given a terminal diagnosis of a few months to a year, and it takes you a few months to get approved by that program, well, that's your life.
17 other states already have right to try laws. I'm John Gilliland, and this is California Headline News.
Here's a crazy idea from Cash Call Mortgage. Take the mortgage you closed in the last year and look at redoing it at today's 15-year fixed 2.875% rate and APR with no closing costs. Just call 877-890-CASH, and with no cost or obligation, we'll tell you how much your payment could drop with the do-over refi. And you won't pay any points, deposits, or fees. None. It's so easy. Just do the regular paperwork, most of which you already did for your last refi, and we'll do the rest. So make the cash call at 877-890-CASH for today's 15-year fixed 2.875% rate and APR with absolutely no closing costs. The do-over refi, only from Cash Call Mortgage. Call 877-890-CASH and see for yourself.
Impact Mortgage Corp. DBA Cash Call Mortgage. Equal Housing Lender. Call 866-900-8744 for terms and restrictions. Rates may change without notice. California Department of Business Oversight. Residential Mortgage Lender Law License 4131083. NMLS 128231.
That's 877-890-CASH.
Do you have to ride the bus or depend on someone else for a ride? Is your current car giving you problems or just getting too old? Nearly everybody needs a car, but most people don't have enough money lying around. That's where car financing from Credit Yes comes in. For over a decade, Credit Yes has helped millions of people get the auto loan that's right for them. We want to help you too, and for free. Whether you have bad credit, no credit, or even gone through bankruptcy, we could help you get a car loan. We believe that everyone deserves a second chance. If you call right now, we could find you the right financing option, no matter your credit history. 855-669-7131. Every call is absolutely free and there's no obligation, meaning there's nothing to lose. Now is the time, and it's probably not always going to be this easy. We even have programs that may allow you to put zero money down. Don't wait any longer to get the car you need, no matter your credit history. Call Credit Yes for free right now. 855-669-7131. That's 855-669-7131. One last time, 855-669-7131.
Are you particular about the vitamins and supplements you take? Have you found that the big chain stores simply don't have what you need? Then you should know about the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills. You'll find rock-bottom prices on gourmet, top-quality vitamins and mineral supplements at the Vitamin Center. Get 30% off on all supplements and homeopathic products. All, not just selected merchandise. In addition, you'll find 30% off on all cosmetics, soaps, shampoos, toothpaste, makeup, hair coloring, and lip gloss. And all tea products are discounted 20%. Why go anywhere else? See for yourself at the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills, 5007 Canaan Road in Agora Hills. Or check out the savings and place your order online, VitaminCenterAgoraHills.com. Start saving by getting what you need from the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills. And tell a friend that the Vitamin Center ships nationwide. Call 818-707-0005. That's 818-707-0005. The Vitamin Center of Agora Hills.
It's time for some delicious food at Pizza Dilly. Pizza Dilly Pizza in Colton, home of the famous 2-foot pizza with 32 slices of simply the best delicious Pizza Dilly mouth-watering pizza. Pizza Dilly has all kinds of lunch specials Monday through Friday, starting at $3.99, all delicious. Stop by, refresh, refuel, have a cold drink, enjoy a tasty salad or a great specialty Dillylicious sub sandwich, or simply Dilly-lightful Pizza Dilly wings. Pizza Dilly is also People Dilly because your friends are all already there enjoying one of Pizza Dilly's giant screens, watching one of their favorite teams, and if you love the Dodgers, you'll love Pizza Dilly, your hometown Dodger station, all year round. Come on in, enjoy a great pizza, enjoy Pizza Dilly, the real Dilly deal at 194 East Valley Boulevard in Colton, or call 909-370-0242. Once again, that's 909-370-0242.
Who needs friends or Facebook when you have KCAA's Brant line? You can get it all out at 909-353-1050 with no interruptions. Do you want to tell us how much you're learning from Dave Ramsey?
keep your expenses down when you're a student.
Maybe you stink. You can't take a shower at your place, and you really need to.
Working down there at the largest online retailer in the United States, and they had him loading them trucks. I'm sure needs a shower.
Perhaps you're having money issues.
Motel 6 detector rates up. It used to be like $42. Now they're up to $59. Got about $4,000 in the bank, but working part-time, I don't want to whittle into that. Might need it later.
Whatever you need to get off your chest, we are here for you. Give us a call on the rant line at 909-353-1050 and rant. We'll listen, we won't interrupt, and we may even play your rant on this station that leaves no listener behind. KCAA 1050 AM.
My lover's got humor.
Radio show Chris Brown's True Stewardship launches today on radio stations nationwide in 20 cities, and it's podcast, already one of the more popular podcasts in the religion section of iTunes, reclaiming the word stewardship. You want to learn more about this? Go to stewardship.com, Chris Brown's True Stewardship. It's what the Bible has to say about money on Christian radio. And today is the first day of airing of that show. Very, very cool. In the lobby of the headquarters for Ramsey Solutions, Brett and Laura are with us. Hey, guys, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Welcome, welcome. Where do you guys live?
Charleston, West Virginia.
Oh, wow. Fun, fun. Well, welcome to Nashville.
Thank you.
And you're here to do a debt-free scream.
Yes, sir.
Good for you. How much debt have you guys paid off?
$42,000.
I love it. And how long did that take you?
About 14 months.
Wow, good, good. Making what kind of money?
We started about 105 and then dropped to about 85 when our little friend was born and Laura went part-time at work.
Oh, very cool. And how old is your son?
He's
9 months old.
9 months. And what's his name?
Mason.
All right, very cool. He's cute. Very cool. Good, good. Well, so what happened? Let's see, 9 months old. So you were carrying him then when you guys started this process. It's been 14 months you were working on it. Is that what woke you up? The baby on the way? We got to get out of debt?
It was, we were planning to have, we were in the, planning stages of starting a family, and we kind of decided that, if she eventually is going to stay home full time, we need to kind of clean things up. And then about 2 weeks after we started, we found out the little one was on the way.
There you go. Just like that.
Yep.
Very cool. So what kind of debt was the $42,000?
The majority of it was my undergrad and grad school student loans. Then her car was, those were the two biggest, and then just some miscellaneous, just a little bit of credit card debt, not very much.
And so what's your degree in?
I have a bachelor's of nursing, and then my master's is healthcare administration.
Awesome. What do you do for a living?
I work for a healthcare insurance company now.
Okay. Good for you. So what about this inspired you so much that you come all the way from West Virginia to Nashville to do your debt-free scream? You want an excuse to come to Nashville anyway, or what?
Sure. It was just, it was quite a journey for us over the last year. We've, become dedicated to listening and watching your show, and hearing other people's debt-free screams and stories is one of the biggest inspirations to all this. And, we set out when we said when we finish this up, we're absolutely coming.
Road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Laura, what was the hardest part of this for you?
The hardest part was just getting started, especially knowing he was on the way. And
it's easy to buy a bunch of baby stuff.
Exactly, yeah. Decorating a nursery on a budget and not getting carried away with buying stuff for him, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I think the amount that can be spent on a nursery is infinite.
Yeah.
It is amazing. It knows no bounds. I mean, I know people that, it doesn't matter what you make, you can lose your mind on that.
Yeah.
So it's very fun, very fun. So, Brett, what do you tell people the key is when they hear that you guys have gotten out of debt and Laura can come home and be part-time and be there with Mason? What do you tell people the key to getting out of debt is?
Budget.
Budget.
Yeah.
More or less end of story. I mean, and a big thing for us is communication is, you can't have one without the other. You both have to be on the same page. And thankfully, when I kind of came up with the idea, ordered the books, read through it in a couple nights, gave it to her, she read through it, and she said, let's do this. And, we didn't look back.
So there wasn't any big convincing that had to go on or anything?
No. We always felt like we were good with money. We saved very well in retirements, and we had a nice little savings that we depleted to get things started. So that was pretty tough, to take what we thought we needed all the time.
Takes your breath away.
Right. Yeah. For me, that was the hardest part, was kind of liquidating the savings except for that small emergency and paying off those first few things in that first couple days. And but, in that point, we committed to it. And then the budget all along is...
what do you think it is about the budget that makes it feel like... that everybody always says that, and I agree that it's one of the keys to getting out of debt. But why do you think that is? What's your theory?
It's
just having a plan.
Knowing where every penny is going before, like you say, have a place for every cent before it's spent. There's no stress involved. It's
making your decision. When you say having a plan, you mean making your decisions on purpose, kind of, instead of by. I mean, it's like driving down here from Charleston to Nashville. You got to have a map.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise you're just wandering around somewhere in Iowa.
Right.
I mean, it just and it's the same kind of thing, I think. But there's a power to that, isn't there? Did you sense that when you first wrote it down? You went, "We can do this."
Yeah, it was a little overwhelming because when you really started to look at where all the money was going, it was like, well, we got to clean some stuff up. So it was like we felt like we were making good money, but it seemed to just kind of be evaporating, and we didn't really have anything to show for it. But, after a month or two and you really tighten it up, the stress is gone. And, I love budget day because it's like, you set it, it's there, it's gone. We don't have to worry about it. Until the next one comes along, and then the next paychecks come, and he loves budget day too, as you can see. And it's a total stress relief. There's no worry involved with it.
Very cool. How old are you two?
I'll be 28 in 2 days.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I am 31.
All right. Yeah. How's it feel now, Laura, to be debt free?
Feels great. It's a big relief.
Yeah. What about you, Brett?
It's still kind of kicking in. It was like the whole build up to get there, and then when it was there, it was like, well, now what? Now it's the emergency fund, and follow the steps all along.
But emotionally, it's anticlimactic there.
Right?
Hit that last send button, and that money's gone.
When we paid off the biggest student loan was the last thing, and we kind of did a ceremonial, brought the laptop in, and we hit submit together, and that was it, and it felt amazing.
It is ceremonial. Very cool. Congratulations. Will you ever go back in debt?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
What about the next car?
No, we're going to save up and pay cash.
I love it. Never fall off the wagon.
Never.
Well, you guys are going to change the whole family tree. Mason's going to have a whole different life because of decisions y'all are making.
Absolutely.
So, way to go, you two.
Thank you.
Very powerful. Brett, Laura, and Mason, Charleston, West Virginia. $42,000 paid off in 14 months, making $105,000. Now she's part-time and home with Mason, now making $85,000. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1.
We're debt-free! I love it. That is fun. Well, congratulations, you guys. Very, very well done. Absolutely love it. Absolutely. That's fun. Colorado Springs is next. Jennifer's with us. Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Oh, nothing. Got a lot of stupid texts.
I understand. How can I help today?
So, I am a new mom. She is 6 months old. I'm super nervous.
That's okay, darling. I've never lost a patient. You'll be okay.
I have about $121,000 in debt for student loans. I've got another $5,000 in debt for a credit card. And I'm about to get married in about 2 to 3 days.
Oh, congratulations.
And thanks. So trying to get on that Dave Ramsey train.
I hear you.
And
what kind of degree did you get?
I have a master's degree from the University of Denver in professional communications with an alternative, with an emphasis on alternative dispute resolution.
With a plan to do what?
I'm a media buyer, and God willing, I keep it because I love my job.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So you're a media buyer. And what is your income?
My income's $37,000 a year.
Okay. $37,000. And what's your husband to be make?
Approximately $30,000, and that may take a dip because he works for my parents, and my parents are closing their business, so we're not too sure where our next step is going.
Gotcha. All right. All right. I'll tell you what, that music means I'm going into a commercial break. When we come back from that break, you and I will talk some more, and we'll see if we can't get you some game plans for your new marriage here. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.
Fridays just got fabulous. Don't forget to reserve a seat in the Happy Hour Lounge with Ben and Alexander every Friday at 6 p.m. on Kcaa 1050 AM.
Did you know that your personal information is everywhere? And identity thieves are thinking up new ways to steal it. Without ID theft protection, you could spend hundreds of hours trying to get your life back. For a few dollars a month, Xander ID Theft Solutions can provide you peace of mind. Xander has a 100% recovery rate and offers the most affordable and comprehensive plans, covering all types of ID theft. From financial fraud to medical fraud, Xander has you covered and will do all the cleanup work for you. Visit XanderINS.com or call 1-800-356-4282.
This is KCAA.
Like to spend a few days in another world? Then write this down. Golden Bear Cottages, Big Bear Lake. Now, listen, this is not some corporate-owned operation. It's family-owned and operated by some real nice people. Unique? Oh, you bet. Golden Bear Cottages features 28 one-of-a-kind cabins on a 5-acre historic site. Great for families, couples, and groups. And cabins are available with 1 to 7 bedrooms. Golden Bear Cottages is just a stone's throw from Big Bear Lake and super close to 3 great ski areas. Now, I could go on all day about Golden Bear Cottages in Big Bear, but to see everything, just go to goldenbear.net. Again, goldenbear.net. Golden Bear Cottages in Big Bear. Clean, comfortable, and affordable. Check them out. goldenbear.net.
What have I learned so far? I've learned that there is no one path right for everyone. I've learned that without my high school diploma, I can only do so much. My options were limited. I found a free personalized learning program with Learn for Life that has a flexible schedule so I could keep my job while earning my high school diploma. I found new career training opportunities that would jumpstart my future. What have I learned so far? I've learned that I can change my life.
Are you 14 to 19 years old and looking for a free high school diploma program with flexible meeting times? This program allows you to keep your job or important family responsibilities while earning your high school diploma. If you've fallen behind on credits or dropped out of school completely, get back on track with free tutoring, a caring faculty, and one-on-one attention. For more information on how to reach your graduation goal, visit learnforlife.org. That's LEARN, the number 4, LIFE.org. Or enroll today by calling 877-360-LEARN. That's 877-360-LEARN.
If you're like most, your trust in traditional financial advice has taken a big hit in the last few years. So when it comes to your money, investment, and retirement planning, where do you turn now? Who do you listen to? Join us for Smart Money Talk Radio, Mondays from 3 to 4 p.m. for the refreshing, straightforward money and investment strategies of Jim and Lorraine Conaway. With over 44 years of combined experience, the Conaways are here to educate you on how to be smart with your money. Securities offered through J.P. Turner & Company, LLC. Member SIPC.
Colorado Springs on the Dave Ramsey Show. She's getting married in 3 or 4 days, and a couple of days here, and $121,000 in student loans, $5,000 in credit cards. She makes $37,000, her husband makes $30,000, but may be losing his job, husband-to-be, and they're trying to figure out how to get their financial act together now that they're getting married. Is that a fair summary of what you told me, Jennifer?
Yeah, and it's said like that, it sounds really dire. But yes, all that.
Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts.
Yep.
Well, yeah, you've got to, obviously his income is part of the equation, right? And to get this thing rolling. And what is the trajectory? I mean, usually if you go $121,000 in debt to get a degree, it's because you're going to make a lot of money. $37,000 doesn't fall under that heading. What's the trajectory of your income? Do you see your income heading up?
Yes, there is an opportunity to grow with the skill that it takes to be a media buyer, especially digitally. You're able to propel your degree or propel your career as far as being a media director or a digital strategist, and those can pull in well over $100,000 a year, and that is what my goal is.
Okay.
And I'm about a year into this.
Cool. Good. Okay. All right. That sounds better than where we started in terms of, at least there's some direction you're heading with this thing to get some of this $121,000 back. Yeah. So, all right. So what is his plan if they close up? And it sounds like they're going to.
I have no doubt he's very charismatic. He'll go in and apply on Wednesday. He'll get the job on Thursday. It's the balance of the schedule as far as daycare and the like. Sometimes when you have daycare, it doesn't cost to have a job. So he would have a job overnight. And with his skills and his abilities, he'll be able to, if not make more.
Mm-hmm. What are his skills? What are his skills and abilities?
He's an incredible leader. He has a great work ethic, incredible guy. So he will apply anywhere and have a job and probably run the whole store by the time he's done with it.
Okay. All right. Well, one thing about it, he's got a supportive wife. We know that. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're set out there.
Yeah, he's my best friend for sure.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, the thing is, the first thing you got to do is you have to put your income that you have this month on paper for this month's bills. So the day after the wedding, we're going to start paying bills. And what bills have we got to pay first? Well, I'll help you with that. Food is first. Lights and water are second. Rent or the mortgage payment, whichever it is third. Transportation, which is car gas, and if you have a car payment, is fourth. And so you go down necessities before you do anything else. And you've got the money to take care of a lot of those things. Are the student loans on deferral right now, or are they active on being paid?
They're on deferral now. I graduate August of this year.
Oh, okay. Good. So we don't have to worry about those for today. So he gets a job. He gets a job, and your job kicks into gear. By this time next year, you guys are making hopefully a lot more money. It sounds like you could easily double both of your incomes in a year with what you're describing to me, or something like that. But you're making good money. All along the way, you first take care of necessities on paper, on purpose. You write it all out every single month, a new, unique, and different budget. And it's sixth grade math, so it's not rocket science. And then you begin to work your way through with any money you can find in the budget with what we call our baby steps. And baby step one, the first goal, if you can squeeze any money out of your budget after paying all your bills and meeting all your goals, your first goal is to save $1,000 as a starter beginner emergency fund. Second goal is to begin to pay off debts, everything but the house. List your debts that both of you have by the time you're married, smallest to largest. Pay minimum payments on everything but the little one, and attack the little one with a vengeance. Every dollar goes at it until it's gone. Every dollar goes at it until it's gone. Every dollar goes at it until it's gone. And then when that one's gone, you take the payment you used to pay there and any other money we can squeeze out of the budget, and you attack the next debt down. So you've got a written plan every month, and then you've got an order of attack. For your first savings goal is $1,000, then you stop saving money temporarily until you get to those debts paid. Then when you've got all these debts paid, and really you could be debt-free in, I'll say 3 years. That's what it looks like right now. 2.5 to 3 years it looks like you'll be there. But that's as your incomes come up, you keep your lifestyles down, and you make every dollar that you have coming into the house behave and go towards grown-up stuff. So how many children do you have?
I have a 6-month-old and a 10-year-old stepson.
Okay. All right. Cool. Very good. All right. Would you and your husband like to go through our 9-week class, Financial Peace University, as my guest, my wedding gift?
I would love to go through that, and
Cool.
he will love to go with me.
Cool. Well, the only thing we require if we give it to you for free is you promise to attend every class, each of the 9 classes, 1 night a week for 9 weeks. And the second thing is someday when you're rich and famous and you've got plenty of money, you run into somebody that's scared and getting married like you were that day, that you buy it for them and pay it forward. But that's later. For today, we want to get you guys a wedding gift and get you going. Hold on, Kelly will pick up and we'll get you headed in the right direction. Open phones at 888-825-5225. Rochelle follows me on Facebook.com/Dave Ramsey. My fiance is in law enforcement. Should we have disability insurance? Yes. Everyone should have disability insurance. Everyone should have disability insurance. If you're working, you ought to have long-term disability insurance, but I would not buy short-term insurance. Also asked, should I buy accidental death and dismemberment? No, I would not buy accidental death. You're not double dead if you die by accident. You're just dead. And if you're dead, people need the money that you used to make as an income. But accidental death is no more dead than not. So, and dismemberment, that falls under disability. If you're disabled and unable to work, your long-term disability insurance would cover you there. And that's what you're looking towards. So that's Rochelle on Facebook. By the way, if you're checking out something like long-term disability, or you're checking out something like the life insurance, you can go to XanderInsurance.com. XanderInsurance.com. All right, Dana is with us in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Hi, Dana. How are you?
Great, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
I'm calling for some of your entree leadership advice.
Okay.
I am in my 2nd year of business. I'm doing consulting for grading and excavation companies using GPS on their equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'd like to hire someone for next year, but I'm not sure if I'm quite to that point. I heard your show from the Entree Leadership Summit, and you talked a little bit about it with another person, but just hoping to get some more advice as far as, like, raising rates and when would be a good time to hire.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you've got your rates up as high as you can get them based on the marketplace, and then you're still getting more work than you can handle yourself, of course, the more work you can pre-book and have lined up, the more stable you are to be able to hire someone.
Right.
And then the last thing you can do is make sure you have some extra cash built up to be sure to cover them so that if the work doesn't come in, you can still afford to pay them. If you got them working hard and they're out there billing hours in the consulting world, you're making money on every hour they bill, you're going to be fine. It's a no-brainer. But the trick is, if there's a slump, how are you going to cover that? And the way to guard against that is have your business so booming and pre-booked as much as possible out there further than you can handle. And then the second thing, of course, is a cash position to make sure that, in your retained earnings, that you're ready to go and ready to make that when you make the hire, if there's a downturn in billable hours, then you don't go broke trying to keep somebody paid that's sitting there doing nothing. And so there's usually a little bit of those two things working together make the risk of this new hire go away. And that's what I'm always looking for. Hold on, I'll give you a copy of the book, Entree Leadership. If you don't already have one, I'll have Kelly pick up and give you that. That was our #1 New York Times bestselling book on how to run a business, how I grew it from my card table, this business, to the major national brand that it is today. Puts this hour of the Dave Ramsey Show in the books. Our thanks to Blake Thompson, our producer extraordinaire. James Childs got the day off, and Kelly Daniel is our associate producer and phone screener. I am Dave Ramsey, your host, and we'll be back.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.